All right, Dave, when's the last time you used a condom? But never mind that. That brings us to 7 minutes in heaven.
These are our favorite scenes in Tropic Thunder. Do you want to go first?
I do.
I got 3.
Yes, let me put my headphones on and watch, Dave. I've learned after one season how to put these on. My daughter's so proud of me right now. I'm so money right now. All right. We start with one of my favorite scenes was Welcome to the Jungle. Guys, there are so many subplots when I say Welcome to the Jungle. When they first get into the jungle, as Nick Nolte character says, you got to drop them in the and to me, it was remnants of when in Predator they got dropped into the war zone at the beginning for the made-up story that Apollo Creed's character from Rocky had. Carl Weathers, there we go. I knew I'd catch it, big boy. Shout out and salute, sir. Carl Weathers' character. So with that being said, so they get dropped into the shit, and as you notice, if you think what happened to Tropic Thunder is weird, imagine what happens in the first Predator when they're riding into the jungle. Like literally, you have a wrestler that became a governor. Go figure. Not the first time. I'm not talking about Schwarzenegger.
Oh, you're talking about Jesse Ventura.
Oh, good.
Wow, I know about Jesse Ventura.
You know about JV.
I've been on that conspiracy.
Yeah, so with JV, he spits on Carl Weathers' shoes. That's a nasty habit you got there. So with that being said, man, listen. To me, like I said, you have that happen. I told you about Osiris with the black panther, with the black fist on his helmet. This is one thing that I know you didn't catch, and I know that IMDb didn't catch. It goes back to the controversy that I talked about earlier with Robert Downey Jr. with what most people say blackface. Again, to do blackface would be a discredit to what he did. That wasn't blackface. He made me. I remember I watched it the first time and didn't know it was him. So you pass the test. You don't get the B. You don't get the N-word card, but motherfucker, I watched the full movie, and my ancestors experienced a lot of racism, and you're the first person that does not have our DNA. For some reason you got in, and I'm not saying other people are going to get in, but hey, all right. I didn't feel like it was blackface, but with that being said,
you're gonna do it.
Do it right. If you're gonna do it. But my whole point of saying that is that Damien Cockburn's character, not even character, the character of Damien Cockburn's, when he's walking around in circles telling everybody what's going to happen, he looks directly at Robert Downey Jr. He delivers a line in the Welcome to the Jungle scene. He says, "You want to occupy the skin of another human being." He looks directly at Robert Downey Jr. when he says that.
Oh yeah.
And so it's almost like they know what they're doing, and they're like, which they shouldn't have to do, but they're giving satire to what's actually happening.
Yeah, they had the moment too with Al Pacino where he goes, "Oh, that's how we all talk, huh?" And they are self-aware in that moment as well. Mm-hmm. My number 3 scene is the opening fake trailers from Scorcher to Fatty's Fart 2 to Booty Sweat. But the kicker for me and all that was Satan's Alley. Robert Downey Jr., his ridiculously beautiful eyes that are just glowing, and all of the stupid looks that they cut to. All the opening trailers were hilarious, but that one specifically looks like, even though like we know now they only had like 3 hours to shoot that from Tobey Maguire's schedule, it looked like they had so much fun doing it. Like they just kind of like, all right, let's just grab this shot, and it seemed very in the moment.
It takes a lot of balls. We're still in the jungle scene.
Okay.
And I know what it's like to take characters too far. As deep as Robert Downey Jr. was into his character, there was one person that was way more into their character, and that was Four Leaf.
Oh yeah.
He was so into this motherfucker. Says in the same scene, it's smoke and mirror, guys. Welcome to the movie factory. You know what, Kurt? I've done a lot more effects-driven films than you. Bro. Kurt Lazarus has won 5 Best Actor awards. He's offering this motherfucker to play Abe Lincoln, young Abe Lincoln. This motherfucker, Ben Stiller, says you can get a Teen Choice Award, and he double downs. You got that talent, like you can do that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother. Like, am I tripping?
No. My number 2 is when Pecker confronts Grossman.
He's in a meeting, in 2 seconds with the Pecker.
Flaming Dragon, okay, face. Take a big step back and literally your own face. Tom Cruise, man. Scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you. I will you up. He takes such a simple line and puts so much behind it. And then when it comes back to that scene, like you said earlier, we don't negotiate with terrorists. All the way to Tom Cruise and Bill Hader dancing to Get Low, like that whole scene, I'm either grinning or laughing the entire scene.
Brother, and when I tell you the beat of the year, and I mean this of 2008, Bill Hader, Tom Cruise, Matthew McConaughey, the scene. Pecker is looking directly into Hader's and Cruise's face, and he says, "They're gonna kill him." When I tell you, the best duo in the last 9 years, these motherfuckers do not break character. When I'm talking about Hader and Cruise, and I quote, and we'll weep for him in the press. That motherfucker, dude. Bro, I was done. You see it. They're gonna kill beat of the year, and we'll weep for him in the press. Like, bro, Jesus Christ, man, to be such a, that's not even a douchebag. That is a douche bomb, man. Like, seriously, bro, it's like the one humane thing we'll do is still only for money.
Bill Hader is awesome with Tom Cruise in that. They're like he said, go out to the parties and, take all the credit. Like,
not to mention our favorite scene, honorable mention.
A monkey can do your job.
But not to mention our favorite scene, which probably we both don't have, which is we argued in this in a wide shot, right?
My number one is the opening scene to the actual movie Tropic Thunder, the war film that we're in before the punchline takes place that lets us know that a movie is being shot. You get the introduction of Osiris out of nowhere. All of a sudden, you are like, oh, shit, this is Robert Downey Jr. And immediately, from the first time he's on camera, he is 100% in character. And really, they all are in that opening scene. You're just Jack Black trying his best to sound like some wartime dude.
We'll get the Nady on the skating with the baby.
The Snake and Nape.
Snake and Nape. There you go. Good call, man. Hey, fist pump.
Appreciate it,
call. Yeah, snake. That's exactly what it is. That's a real term.
Yeah. Yeah, I love jumping into it, like watching these comedians all try their best to play real, like in a real war movie. And there's oftentimes, like, what's convincing about it is that the cinematography.
You're talking about John
Toll, yes, sir. Who also did Vanilla Sky. Yes, and we'll be doing Matrix 4. The cinematography, the editing, the filmmaking of it is so high scale. Like, it's not like, oh, we're doing a comedy, we can just like whatever on all of the technical
Are they
stuff.
one of the first few people I feel like they took Airplane to the next level? Remember when Airplane came out, it wasn't just a comedy, it was like a film.
That's not even on the same level, because Airplane.
But it is though, with technology wise. Think about it. What I'm saying is, when Airplane came out, it didn't feel like Saturday Night Live, it didn't feel like a skit. It was a movie satiring other movies, but actually was a film. Yeah. And that's what this does. It take, like you just said, they didn't spare any expense. This was a big budget film that you feel like Friends made. Like I know Spielberg, I know Scorsese, like I know this De Niro. I can do it with these people, and it's like a big budget film for.
Yeah, I really appreciate the quality of the filmmaking, and it's.
Remember when Wild and Crazy Kids came on? Like, why would this show be out there for us? And this is exactly what we would think. Mm-hmm. That's how I kind of feel.
And it is just hilarious to watch the comedians play these roles with so much commitment. Like, they are really, really pretending hard. And then when Tug and Kirk are trying to outact each other, the funniest part about that to me is watching Kirk staying in character as Osiris, getting frustrated with Tug. And then, of course, there's a line, now we can rewrite, I'm going potty. Want to hold my dick?
Hey, yeah, you know what? We got lemonade. We got lemons. Let's make lemonade.
Yeah.
And then he's and then the four-leaf Speedman is bitching to his age. He was like, and then Osiris is crying, and that's not even. Whoa, man, you gotta buck up.
Hey, four-leaf, were you crying? See, I think that's what the problem. Oh, that's the problem.
Motherfucker said, "You're an honor to our country. We owe you a lot of respect." Shut the up.
Yeah.
Like, what, he spit out like a pear? Jesus Christ, man.
All right, so this is your number one scene.
100%. I want everyone to close their eyes. Not really open your eyes. Danny
Open
McBride's
your
character.
eyes.
Open
David.
your eyes. There we go, David. Open your eyes. So, call back. Danny McBride character says to Nick Nolte, his character says to Nick Nolte, now mind you, they're by themselves. He comes up to him and says, I don't mean to come off weird or anything, but I might be your biggest fan. Now mind you, you're in a third world fucking jungle country, and like you say, for all we know, Nick Nolte's a murderer. We don't know what he is, but Cody, Danny McBride's character, is so into you. Like, I might be your biggest fan. He was like, to be honest with you, like what you did. I read your book. It's like my catcher to the rye. Like, and so now we're into another level. Like, we're so, like, he's so into him, and he looks at him, and he was like, hey man, what's that? He was like, I don't know what it's called. Just know what the sound it makes when it kills a man or whatever. And it's just like to me, like that would. I understand why you're saying like, why would that be your number one scene? But I'm just thinking about how weirded out would I be by that. Like, I'm already a fake and I'm already a crazy person, but you know how crazy you got to be to make a crazy person crazy?
Yeah.
Like, he's like, he starts with, I don't mean to weird you out. Or he could have said that at any time. He's been on set before leaving pre-production, a few scenes before that. Why now? Why when we by ourselves, this motherfucker say, listen, man, I don't mean to weird you out of thing, but I might be your biggest fan. And mind you, Four Leaf is not an A-list actor.
No.
He is not. You remember from Blaze of Glory? Jimmy, you're my own fan. I want to wear your skin, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy, I want to wear your skin, Jimmy. Like, just f***ing with me.
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
I'm going to wear your skin for my birthday.
Jimmy,
Coming up.
Yeah. Am I tripping?
No, that's, I didn't think about that. That they had plenty of time together in better situations where he could have brought this up. Yeah. Like, maybe the first time they met. Yeah, that's... that is funny. He
has hands. He was so let down.
And his biggest fan is the one that has the initial revelation that he is not who he says he is.
I'm a patriot. I'm sorry.
All right.
Man.
Out of a sea of amazing scenes, those are the ones that we could find the time to mention during this segment. But the whole movie is amazing. What was your favorite scenes in Tropic Thunder? Let us know in those motherfucking comments.
Why don't you subscribe? It'll last longer.